One, for those who don't know me, those who might know me, I'm known by two names. I'm Joe Rockhead, or Crazy Mr. Rockhead. Original East Side Oaks Park Businessmen / Oaks Park Boy, Santana Blocc Compton Crips. Original. And I'm the second generation of all this shit. Because everybody gets shit confused. Everybody talking about they first, they baby, this and that. When this shit was started, my uncle, Killer Bob, Crazy Bob, CB, he was the motherfucker out here. Period. And this shit was started back then. Most of the guys who started the Crippin' thing, most of them guys are either from age 63 to 69 years old. They was born from 55 to 61. That's the first generation. So all these people out there pretending like they was part of, they was banging since 71, 72, when they was 7, 8 years old, that's a bunch of bullshit. Let's keep this shit real. Let's keep this shit real, man. Anyone know me, I speak my mind. I don't bite my tongue. But this is where I'm from. This is the park I'm from. East Side Oaks Park Businessmen.
Kev Mac video, you know, this is for sure. Kev Mac video, open your soul, represent your ghetto, baby. Kev Mac video, you know, this is for sure. Kev Mac video, open your soul, represent your ghetto. Hold up, for the dime moves in the lokes, for the 6-4s on spokes, for the OGs that did a dime, came back around on parole.
For the homegirls with the scrap game.
Little homies that gang bang, from Pelican Bay to YA, rearrange your mind frame. Yeah, I know what you been through, shit you had to go tend to. Your mama gave birth on the turf, I know them killers you kin to. This for the lost generation, broke as hell, mad and impatient. But if you know your history, you can't have a strong foundation, baby. Kev Mac video, you know, this is for sure. Kev Mac video.
True enough, you asked a question earlier. And everybody thought Oaks Park was gonna turn Pyro. That's a fact. Because half of East Side of Compton, 90% of East Side of Compton was Pyro. You had the Us Boys, which basically was mostly Pyros. It wasn't the neighborhood, wasn't the drive, wasn't none of them. Oaks Park was the first Crip neighborhood, so I said Crip in all the East Side of Compton. Us and Midtown. So we stood alone on that. True enough, bartenders, I was young. I was a baby. I used to watch him, my uncle, and everybody else run around together and chill together. So I didn't get a chance to know the experience when bartending all of them was coming here.
There's a hole, there used to be a hole in the gate right there, right? And me, Yogi, Boo Boo, Baby Crip, Crip Doctor, and Bruce Hollyfield, just to name a few, we would be out here getting drunk and high. So we all grew up with bartending. We grew up with Little George, Jug and Lug, Curtis Patrick, Donald Prescott. All these people were Pyros. Curtis Patrick was even recognized as one of the leaders of the Pyros. But when Duck Nam got kicked out of Banning and wound up in the Red House, then a lot of these cats that were even contemplating or in the middle ground about whether they want to be Pyro or Crip, once that happened, man, that was a game changer. And the ones that didn't change were the ones I just named. Malcolm, which is New York, which bartender's brother, and bartender. Then you had Jug and Lug, and you had Little George. But Prescott, which was called Insane, Insane became a Crip. You had Lacey, he became a Crip. A.B. Arthur Brown, Crip. You know, and all these cats live right around the corner from bartender.
See, we don't understand about Oaks Park. We didn't get jumped in. We didn't get beat up to represent this hood initially. Nigga, we was born and raised into this shit. When my grandmother then moved out here in the 60s and moved on Rosecrans and Spring Street, no one speak of Ivan Brooks. They call him Midnight on the dead end of Spring Street. We was all family. Oaks Park grew up as family. We knew all of us. We knew each other. The greenhouse on Santa Fe, original T-Bone. We all grew up together. We all came here. We played baseball. We did all our shit together. So when they was talking about the businessmen, when Donald Dorwood and all them older cats start stepping out into that gang shit, us as youngsters, as 6, 7, 8-year-old little motherfuckers, we watching our cousins, our uncles, our older brothers, if we had older brothers, do their thing. And we just fell into the step. My uncle, Bobby Joe Kitchen, put me in a lowrider one day and said, let's go. We went to the jungles. We're in the jungle. He doing some girl. I'm sitting on the couch as a young motherfucker. Some motherfucking door get kicked in. Looking for him. He opened the door butt naked with a shotgun, let it go, grabbed me by my collar, throw me out the window, getting a lowrider through the shotgun in my motherfucking arm, and got in his lowrider and drove off and said they come out to shoot that motherfucker. I'm 8, 9 years old. That's how I got into my shit with my uncles. That's my uncle, Killer Bob. You know what I mean? But the history of Oaks Park, that I've had them conversations, were we Pyrus? No, we weren't. We were always Oaks Park boys or Oaks Park businessmen. That's always been our history. Yes, did our homeboys grew up with bartender? Did my homeboys hang out with dominant Pyrus then? You gotta understand, when did Pyrus come out? See, even then, they wasn't Pyrus. Bartender wasn't Pyrus. They was living on Elm Street. They were living over here.
These Pyrus that actually lived over here. What
But
set
they
the,
wasn't Pyrus
But listen,
then.
listen,
They wasn't Pyrus
I'm
until
finna
the
explain that
70s.
to you, Shawnee.
The
That
Pyrus
was
came out in the
right behind
70s.
this street right here where we at. There's Pearl and Van Ness. There was actually a Pyrus set on Bartender Street. Bartender started called Pearl Avenue Blackstone Pyrus. And that was Tony Washington, Dwayne Ivory, Bill Ivory, and just to name a few, Little Raymond. They all lived on Pearl Street. They just right around the corner.
my question is this. A lot of these Pyrus end up in Oaks Park, and then the Oaks Park end up being Santana's. How come y'all didn't drag Bartender on that mission?
Because Bartender was already gone. Bartender lost his life in the 70s at Dudos. Yeah.
So you gotta understand.
And Santana came out as...
I know, but you keep coming with Santana. You gotta understand.
But there's also...
Hold on, man.
Hold on, Santana officially didn't come out till 77, man. Officially. I give it 77. I mean, people say what they say. People officially Bullet had it as Santana in 77. Bullet. He was saying Santana in 77. But I was saying when the two hoods really came together, I say 78, 79. But I was in jail. See, that part I can't speak. I went to jail at 12 years old. I got kicked out of all the 26 boys' home. I got kicked out of all the youth authorities. I'm that motherfucker who made it possible for a lot of Compton Crips to live in jail.
So when you was
I'm that wild mother. It happened when I was in jail.
okay, that's what I'm about to
Santana was born when I was in jail. I went to Tracy State Penitentiary in 78
ask. As an Oaks Park Crip.
as an Oaks Park businessman, Compton Crip. Yes.
And then when you came home,
I came home the first time in end of 79. I went straight to their house. All right, Dad said across the street at the party, at a little party gathering. He wasn't there. So I went across the street. I didn't know none of them dudes. Again, I went to jail at 12. I'm 19 now. Them little motherfuckers wasn't banging then. They wasn't around then. So when I went to the party, I tell Melvin this shit all the time. They saying fuck Oaks Park. I'm like, hold it. I kicked the stereo system over. I stood there, who the fuck you motherfuckers think? Get to my fuck Oaks Park. Nigga, who's you? Nigga, I'm crazy motherfucking Mr. Rockhead. So we go outside, all them niggas surround me. He pulled up, old man pulled up, all the G homie pulled up. No, nigga, that's y'all home, that's y'all G home. What the fuck y'all doing? Now I said, Mel, niggas can't say fuck Oaks Park. I know, I'm understanding Oaks Park and Midtown is coming together as one, but you can't say fuck Oaks Park, because Oaks Park is the blood and tears of fucking Santana Blocc. It's the blood and tears, because we made this shit possible. Niggas like me went to jail, nigga, laid niggas out to make this shit possible. A lot of homies are dead today. We don't mention Boo Boo. Nigga, Boo Boo was the first homeboy that bought a house in the hood in 1979 before he got killed.
so look. So you came home in 79. Your whole neighborhood is now Santana. Did you resist or you jumped right on board?
No, I resist.
I sound
Because
like
I'm from
it.
Oaks Park.
Yeah, it sounds like
That's
it.
my shit. Just like what Melle said on the thing. Nigga, Rockhead, the only one still say Oaks Park. Yeah, I'm from Santana Blocc. But I'm from Oaks Park. Now, that's where I bred at. That's where I got my name from. That's where I gave my name to. Ain't no one gave me a name. I gave myself my name, Rockhead.
Melle, was you on deck when the name changed?
Yeah, I was there.
Did you resist?
Didn't resist because it was necessary. You can't accomplish nothing if you're already fighting too many oppositions. You can't remain in that thought. You know what I mean? You got to change. You got to grow, man, because change is occurring each moment. If you remain the same, it don't matter what you're doing. Change is still happening, regardless of whether you want to change or not.
Let me tell y'all something. Turtle came to visit me in 1985, 86 before he got killed. He came to visit me. He came down from Folsom State Prison. He called me. He said, "Homie, I know what you are. We know what you. We love you. We know what you do for the hood. But for me, Santana Oaks. Just Santana Oaks for me." And I wasn't resistant at the collaboration of Santana, Midtown, Oaks Park. I didn't like that the homies wasn't being educated of the change and doing the change. That's what angered me.
Yeah.
It was almost like, okay, everything is Santana now, but educate these young dudes. Educate the true history of why Santana came about and what Santana is about. But everybody kind of people jumped into it and not really understood the history of what Oaks Park did. Because Oaks Park went against everything in this whole fucking city. Went against everything. We had to go to Melle. We had to go to Whaley. We had to go to Dominguez High School. I never made the high school, but if I'd ended up going to high school, but we had to do this, and we had to put our foot down in a way that most hoods wouldn't have last.
Why is Turtle having a conversation with you in 1985 when this shit kicked off in 79?
Because I was still saying East Side Oaks Park Businessmen.
That's what I'm about
Two
to say.
times to the heart, do or die, any motherfucking how. That's why. I told you, I'm different. I'm radical. I'm a little bit crazy, but I'm who I am. Any hood you go to did time with me, they always say the same shit. The way I'm talking now is the way I'm always been. When Turtle came at me like that and made me understand certain shit, he always stayed in my hood. When I first came down, I'm in the county jail. He come at me, hey, I need you, whoop. I'm looking at him, man, I'm not doing that shit, man. Fuck that shit. Rock, no. You get what I'm saying? I've always been a rebellion from this hood. Always. But my love and passion, yes, I'm from the block.
Hey, so when y'all was growing up, these CV Thresses was over here at that time?
We had no problem with them. Yes, they was. They were cool. We had one live right next door to us. It was my grandmother's house, CV Thresset, the homie, and the Gibsons, cousins. We was right here. No problem. Yeah, we know what happens when we go to the joint. We know things change in its own way because of the brown and black thing. We're going to talk about that. I know y'all want to talk about some prison shit.
Huncho, Droopy, Jab,
You know?
Coach Cheese, Freddie, all them CV3s, man, lived on Spring Street. They lived on Santa Fe. They lived on Willow. They lived right in there.
They was the dominant SA gang on the east
at
side?
that time, oh yeah. At that time, yes.
Because
All
you know
that
the
came later.
CV3s probably, and I don't want to say when they started, but they was around before, a lot longer before we even thought about it. You know?
Oh yeah.
Some say they're the first Compton barrio.
Probably
there,
so.
So it speaks
They've been
for
around.
itself. Them in 155
They've been around.
speaks for itself. You
You
know,
know what I
so
mean?
naturally we had to, we got along with them dudes, man. They was good dudes. You know, Jap and Poncho and Dopey, they could come over our house and get a meal. We go over their house, So no, there was nothing weird about that.
What were the other SA gangs in the area?
I fuck with CV Thresses. I ain't fucking nobody else. Be honest. I fuck with CV Thresses.
But let me get a historical part about the Oaks Park, right? See, what a lot of people don't know, Kenny Landro, Huey Brooks, the Romars, the O'Bannons, all played in this park. They all came from this park right here. This is where they all came from. Most of those guys became professional baseball players, and the others became basketball players. I'm sure the O'Bannons, they went to UCLA, and the Romars, they went to, I can't remember what college they went. They went to Madison, St. John Bosco or something. But anyway, Wayne, Lorenzo, John O'Bannon, come on, man, and Huey Brooks, Kenny Landro.
Give us a roll call of the original Oaks Park, the founders.
The founders. You got Donald Duck Norwood. You got his brother Chester Norwood. You got Nathaniel Fletcher, Snake. You got Curtis Patrick, CB. You got Robert Thomas, Killer Rob. You got Chocolate, Silas Cole. You got Gary, the Governor Miller. You got Chili Pimp. I mean, I can go on. You got Donnie Wayne. You got Bobby Kitchen. You got myself. You got Yogi, Boo Boo, Crib Doctor, Baby Crib. I mean, I can go on. You got Darnell, you got Glenn, you got Thunderbird, you got Pee Wee, you got Baby Charles, and you got Tommy. You got just, man, I don't even know where to stop. I got so many names in my head about
when he say all them names, you have to understand, man. All of them brothers,
Sugar Bear, Big Mac.
we all grew up together. So that's the difference between us and other hoods. We all grew up together. Today you got cats getting jumped in, they don't know where they from. We are our initial group.
See this apartment building right here? You take that street up, that's what Bullet, Bay Rob, Cookie Man, Ken, that's what Taboo, that's where they all lived up this street right here. It's called Golden. That's the street where all those cats grew up. And they walk right up the street, come right through the apartments, right through there, and be in Oaks. There wasn't no gates there, and be in Oaks Park.
So my question is, the Crips in the Red House, are they responsible for Oaks Park converting over to Crips? So who do you think planted Crip in Oaks Park?
I think it happened naturally. I mean, we what we are. Like I said, we've been around before Crip.
Duck, Tookie, let's see, Monkey Man, Killer Carl, Shotgun, Limpy, Tiny Man, Weasel, all them cats that live in that red house. Even Guy Walker. I was hoping Guy Walker be here because he lived in the. They called him Purdy.
But at the end, when the Crip came around, we naturally stepped into it. I wouldn't necessarily say the Red House started it. Reginald Brimmer was my ace coon boom. That's my nigga. And if he was here, he'll say the same shit. I don't think the Red House was the reason why Oaks Park said Crip. I think we walked into it because that's what we were. We were. We weren't gonna be no red team.
Why not?
Why not? Why?
What you mean? You grew up with these niggas.
I ain't grew up with nobody. I grew up with Oaks Park boys. That's who I grew up. Let's get this shit twisted now. He grew up with bartender there. You get what I'm saying?
I smoked weed and drank sugar. Right there was the liquor store, right? The liquor store burnt down. We went in there and got all the liquor and all the wine. Me, bartender, Crip, Baby Crip, Yogi, Boogie,
I know them dudes.
Killer Raider.
You're his next door neighbor, so how you ain't gonna be with bartender?
Killer Raider. Now watch this. Mad Nut, Weasel, Tiny Man from the Red House. We all sitting right there. We got a shovel basket full of liquor and we drank it. And ain't nobody asking bartender where he from or none of that. Because we knew him. He was family. Come on now.
Rebuttal, Rockhead. I mean, see that, but
he can't rebuttal that.
I'm not going.
I don't tell. Listen,
like I said, hold on. You talking about
you
somebody? You talking about somebody 60 years old? You talking about somebody 60 years old? For one, let me clarify another thing. I ain't got no big homies. When I say I don't have any big homies, I don't. I don't have any big homies. But, and the reason why I say that is because my older homies from my hood, the Big Ducks, Boo Boo, Killer Bob, my uncle, Midnight, all them guys, I respected them and they respected me. My older homies, we all grew up as a family at Oaks Park. We all knew each other. Rose Street, McDivitt, Spring, Willow, Santa Fe, Peck, Chester, Oaks Street. We all grew up like family. So you didn't hear, come here little nigga, or come here little dude, or little homie. No, come here young Rudolph, or come here Boo Boo. What's happening, Boo Boo? I mean, we acknowledge each other by our name, not this big homie, little homie title. So when I say I don't have any big homies, in that sense, I don't have a big homie where we talking about someone want to control you or step on you or think because they older than you, they better than you. I have older homeboys who gave me the utmost respect as young Rudolph before I gave myself my name, Joe Rockhead. And them homies I love dearly. And I looked up to them in different ways because each one of my older homies were different. You know, we speak of Boo Boo. Boo Boo was a master. He was a fighter. You know, but Boo Boo, one of the first homeboys, bought a house, I think, at the age 18, 19 years old in the hood before he got killed. You know, we deal with Midnight. You know, Midnight was quiet, but Midnight was a machine. You know, Duck was always more boisterous because Duck was really one of the main ones from the hood that was out there going to all the different other hoods in Compton. You know, but for the most part, Oak Park stayed home. You know, we had to go to Melle Elementary, which was a Piru school. We had to go to Whaley. which was the heart and soul of Ludus Park. And we had to get down. So when we get off the bus, we literally had to get down. When all the Whaley jumped on me in the 7th grade because I didn't get the memo, wasn't school, none of the Oaks Parks going to school that day, and my grandmother grabbed me by my ear and walked me to the bus and got on that bus, and I'm by myself, and they whooped on me. It wasn't that your little homie just got stomped out. It was that young Rudolph got jumped on. So all the Dominguez came across the Whaley and to the Whaley up. So when I say I don't have a big homie, I have older homeboys I love and respect 110%. I'm the first one from my hood that went to fucking prison before my hood thinking they was going to prison. I was at motherfucking YTS. I was at motherfucking Paso. I was at motherfucking Preston. I was at motherfucking Nellis. They put me in Cleveland. I told the motherfucker,
What age were you when you went to Tracy?
Hold on. I told the motherfucker, why I'm not over there in the madhouse. They said, you ain't tough enough. And I put that counselor head through the goddamn window. Then went to the madhouse and went through them niggas. I was that motherfucker. I'm the motherfucker that got kicked out of YTS in 1978 at 16 years old, and they had to send me to Tracy State Penitentiary. They get off the motherfucking bus, and all of a sudden, you get two Nathaniels who stabbed up 3 Mexican Mafia, and I said, this is where I want to be when I saw violence like that. I'm that motherfucker, when they slid, you go in your cell, BGF slide a book up under your motherfucking cell, and now you open the book, now you Jama. Now I slid that book back and went out my cell, nigga, I ain't nothing, nigga. I'm a Compton motherfucking Crip, nigga. That's what I told them niggas. Now I'm that motherfucker who rebelled against anybody and everybody when it wasn't right. I'm the motherfucker who stood up for every young homie that came in the system with me, during me, and after me when these so-called punk-ass OGs tried to slap them because they wouldn't jump for them. I'm the one who challenged all them niggas.
We gonna get to that.
Anything else you want to know?
Let me finish Oaks Park. I want to get an intro.
But Oaks Park, on some real shit, just from my perspective, he older than me. Y'all gotta understand. You talking about guys 60s and the guys 60s and up.
What's your age difference, man?
He's 63 years older than me.
All right.
See what I'm saying? Older. He did more shit than me as far as other shit, but I did more violence than him. I never drank before in my life. I never smoked before in my life. Never. All my shit was natural. All my shit was natural. So when I deal with generations of Crips, I strongly believe that first generation stopped at 60, 61, to be honest. Realistically, because at 72, they was 12, 13 years old, 14 years old.
As a teenager, what older Crips did you look up to?
No. My uncle. He'll tell you about my uncle. My uncle was a motherfucker. He was respected and feared by all. Bobby Joe Kitchen. That's who I looked up to. That's who put my first gun in my hand. That's who told me, motherfucker, you're going to get right or you're not going to be right at all. That's the nigga I look up to. I ain't never looked up to no old dude, man. Know why? Just like in his fucking garage, they go to Jack in the Box and put liquor in the orange juice. Oh, Rudolph ain't going to drink this. They go orange juice. I used to throw their drink on them. They used to try to get me like them and drunk and shit.
Wait a minute. You gotta tell us the backstory behind this name Rudolph, man.
That's my first name, okay, goddamn. That's what you want to hear? The nigga keep saying this shit. That's my first name. When I went in as young Rudolph. That's what he wanted to hear. I was young Rudolph when I went in. I had no name. All I had was Oaks Park. So when I went in, motherfucker said, what do they call you, homie? I'm young Rudolph from Oaks Park Businessmen, homie. That's what I say. That was my name. But after a year in, I realized I didn't like that name. So when I started headbutting people and laying them on the floor and I started getting the mother hit me with butt cans and I didn't fall, I said, okay, I know my name now. I'm crazy motherfucking Mr. Rockhead. That's how I got my name. And then I ran into another Rockhead.
Wait. So the inmates didn't give you that name?
Hell no, I gave myself that name. So you got me twisted. You better do your homework about me. Do your homework about Joe Rockhead.
That's his way to pull that in.
I know. Oh, I know. I got him. But then there's another Joe Rockhead I met. Oh yes, Joe Valentine from Bonnie House and Paso Robles, original Joe Rockhead. I went to Paso Robles. Someone said Rockhead. I turned around. He turned around. I said, what's your name? I'm Joe Rockhead, homie. He 3 years older than me. I said, nigga, ain't but one Rockhead. I'm crazy, Mr. Rockhead. He said, what you said? Let's go in the laundry room. He whooped my ass. Next day, he whooped my ass again. The next day, he whooped my ass again. Oh, I admit it. He whooped my ass about 8 times. Then one day he said, homie, I'm just curious. Everybody's scared of me. I'm Big Joe Valentine. What is it with this name? I said, because I got Life and Youth Authority, and I know that my name means something to me, and if anyone else got it and some smut come up, they're going to point fingers at me, and it might be you. He said, man, that makes sense. You know what, little homie? From this moment on, I'm Big Joe Valentine. You Joe Rockhead. That's how I got that motherfucker confirmed. That's why people call me Joe Rockhead or Crazy Mr. Rockhead.
So you had juvenile life?
Yeah. But with Oaks Park, man, honestly, this all I knew. So it was hard for me to say Santana
Hey, look,
in the beginning.
You got too much love.
It's all I
you
knew.
got too much love for Oak Park not to have looked up to the older guys, man.
No, I don't. Why?
Because you love Oaks Park too much, man.
All them dudes, that's Crazy Rudolph right there. That motherfucker, he ain't gonna listen to us. That's all the older dudes used to say. I used to go to his house. I ran away from my grandma's house on Spring to go 2 doors to his house. And his mama said, I'm not getting into it, Miss Leola. Get your ass back. His dad said, go in the garage right now until she go to sleep to go and sleep with the boys.
Who was your crew growing up as an Oaks Park guy?
My crew?
Yeah, your circle.
Weasel from Red House. He was considered Oaks Park, you know. Everybody keeps saying Red House. That's my nigga. That was my nigga. Weasel. You got to understand, I went to jail at 11, 12. So I didn't get a chance to grow up with a lot of the dudes. And that's what's so unique about my story. See, I don't profess to be nothing but who I am. Most guys in Compton, they went to elementary together, they went to they went to junior high together, they went to high school together. I got kicked out of Compton Unified School District in the 7th grade. Then when my mom took me to Long Beach, when she moved to Long Beach, I kicked out of Long Beach Unified School District in 2 weeks. So I never had a chance to really grow up with a particular crew. But the people I went to Melle Elementary with, here in Compton, most of them dudes are dead. Most of them dudes are dead. Boo-boos, them my niggas. Boo-boo's a couple years older than me, but so I didn't hang with people my age. I used to try to follow their asses. I used to try to, I'm Melvin, Bobby, him and Bobby.
Still,
him,
you in that
him,
circle with Boo Boo,
him,
Ant Dog,
yeah, him,
Wheelchair Ant, White Boy Dean.
White Boy Dean. And I'm in that circle, but.
So what years were you in YA then?
I went to YA in 78, December 77, 78.
And when did you parole?
I paroled in, I paroled in December of, hold on. Either December of 79 or 80, January of 1980.
How's that juvenile life?
No, oh, know how to get out of that? I didn't tell you how I got out of that.
Yeah, tell us.
This dude told me if I catch a new case, they'll kick your juvenile life out where they keep you till you're 25, they'll kick it out and have to refile on you. So the 6'9" counselor, Tiny, everybody who did YTS know big ass Tiny. I stabbed his ass in his goddamn neck. And they kicked me out of YTS for that and tried to charge me as an adult. My mama refused to show up to court because I told my mama at 12 years old, I don't got a mama, don't ever come visit me. I never got a visit from her or a letter from her. The first mama that wrote me was that little nigga mama, my sis, Gertrude. That little nigga mama wrote me. The only reason she wrote me because I went to 4800. When I went to 4800, there's somebody saying fuck Rudolph. Somebody yelling Rudolph. Who the fuck yelling my name? It's that little motherfucking bastard.
So you paroled in 79, and how long did you stay on the streets before
6 months. Stayed for 6 months and went back.
What'd you go back for?
2nd degree murder, attempted murder, strong arm robbery.